That's better. All right, we're live. Oh, that's funny. I'm just noticing on this guitar that this string is super bent. Don't know if you can see that. Look at the E right here. See that nice little kink in there? No wonder it sounds so nice. Anyhow. I give her all my love. That's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love her too. And I love her. She gives me everything, and tenderly the kiss my lover brings, she brings to me, and I love her. A love like ours could never die. Ooh, that doesn't sound right. Die. As long as I have you near me. Key change. Bright are the stars at night. Oh no, not yet. Dark is the sky. I know my love of mine will never die, and I love her. Guitar solo, key change. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. F. End on an F. And then I guess it's a little more of this. Cool. All right, another wonderful rendition of And I Love Her by Beatles on the famous Pilsner Urquell Pearl Jam guitar, signed by all the members of Pearl Jam at the time. Edward Van Vedder. This has got to be Jeff Ament. Mike McCready down here, we couldn't recognize that. This is allegedly Matt Cameron. Allegedly. And then over here, this would be Stone Gossard. So that was fun. Oh yeah, there's a little list of names on the back here, in case we forget who's who. So as you can see, it's getting to be around, let's see, almost noon in an hour here. Sitting out on the back porch with the lovely Lake Warshington in the background there. It's been a week full of family fun. A reunion of sorts, really. I think it's the first time that we've all been together since my brother's wedding. Which was ages ago, which was probably about 17 years ago, I'd say, up in Whistler. And all the cousins got to meet each other, my daughter. Met my sister's daughter for the first time. She's 10, nice. My brother, our host, this is his excellent pad. Look at this. Can you imagine waking up to this every morning? Looking out on the lake? Looking towards Celt from the La Terre d'Église, you see, Kirkland. Yeah, named after Pierre Kerk, I believe. So yeah, just jam-packed every day, full of fun. And yesterday we were at the Chihuly glass blowing studio, which I have passed thousands of times, probably literally, and never knew it was there. I don't know how long. I think it's been there for, a long time. It's down near the Ivor. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this is privileged information, but anyway, it's down on Lake Union. I'll tell you that much. And had a wonderful tour by the glass-blowing Manolo, who took us around. Who's from Everett via Veracruz, Mexico. Is that what it was? Zoot, I can't remember the name of his town, of origin. Anyway, he walked us around, and yesterday I left off doing, oh, there's someone there, il y a quelqu'un là, dis bonjour, si vous voulez. Don't hesitate to say hi, whoever's sitting there watching. If it's the Facebook monitor, you don't have to, you can just sign off in a second here. But yeah, just tap a little message so we can know who you are. But what I was just saying, so let's say we were in this long room with this big, long table made of one piece of wood. It must have been a redwood plank, and the sides still had some of the bark on it. Maybe just a big old fir of some sort. And along the walls, he had these creepy masks, these sort of like carnival head masks, and they were all different animals and skulls and things like that. They were rather haunting. And then over on the other side is the big bay window which looks out onto Lake Union. And there was a big rowing boat, a scull in the parlance, suspended from the ceiling, because that room used to be where they would manufacture skulls for the University of Washington for their crew teams and coxswains. And then we went down into another room, which was, everything was really dimly lit. I had my camera, my Leica Deluxe, and I had the ASA set to 800, the aperture wide open, and the shutter at 125, as slow as a handheld can go, according to my design teacher, Douglas Wadden, at the University of Washington so many years ago, which we did have the opportunity to visit, but the studio room was locked. But I was able to take my daughter around to our old haunts, look at the UW, we went into Suzzalo. Maybe this is too much and boring information. But anyway, Manolo is going to have an art show later on this in October, so hopefully I'll be able to see that. And let's see, so we went into this other room, which was the basket room, and so he had, the walls were, it was dimly lit again, of course. There was a red motorcycle that it said India on it, so I think it might be from India. Dale Chihuly, glassblowing studio. He's a big collector of interesting artifacts, and in this room, it was almost, yeah, it did sort of look like a, what do you call those rooms in a longhouse, and they had some glass bowls on a table with some seating around it, and the glass bowls were really cool. They're, this big was the smallest one, and they were sort of like randomly, unevenly formed. They weren't like nice little bowls. They were all sort of wavy, and there was a nice like vermilion rim around the lining the rim of the sort of black body with these white spiderweb type details. And along the wall there were these old Haida baskets, these Northwest Coast baskets, and maybe that's why it was so dimly lit to preserve the artifacts. And next to it, a glass sculpture inspired by that. And so that was that room. And now on the wall there were all these old 19th century photographs of Native Americans of all different tribes and provenance. Sort of like, if you do go to Ivors, they have similar sort of photos on the wall. And they have a canoe on the ceiling, because we had lunch there after. And the last room had a couple of cars in there that you weren't supposed to touch. And I can't remember the makes. I might have some photos of those too, but the tour was winding up, and so we had to leave pretty quickly. But then again, he's got some encaustic type paintings on the wall, so it's layers of glass like suspended from each other, and then on each layer of glass there's some sort of pigment, which is baked onto there in some manner. So that was a excellent little tour that we went on. So thanks everyone for coming by, and if no one has any questions, I think we'll round this out with a little bit more Beatles. Am I missing anything? Please do give a shout. If you're in town, we'll get together. We'll have some microbrews and weed. bright are the stars at night, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. Oh, there's someone there watching. Il y a quelqu'un là. Je crois qu'il est assez tard. Non, il est 20h à Paris. Mais ici, c'est quoi? 11h13. Who's that watching there? Please do say hello. And while you do, enjoy the background. But I've only got a few seconds left before I have to terminate this. So if you are watching this on the Tube Reviews, please do subscribe, because then I can upload videos longer than 15 minutes and do live broadcasts, which would be so much fun to share the joy with all of you. Ciao for now.